You can build the most elaborate production chains and trade networks you want in Anno 1.17 Pax Romana, but that won't do you any good if you don't have the necessary workforce to fill those jobs. Workforce is divided up by social class in the game, meaning every population type you have contributes to its own pool of workers, and in turn only powers buildings requiring that specific worker type. In general, workforce increases or decreases depending on your population count. Now, ordinarily, the answer to a manpower shortage is fairly simple. Just build more residences, right? Well, you're not wrong. As long as you have plenty of space, building materials, and goods to satisfy basic needs, you can simply place down more residences to attract additional inhabitants. But what to do on a small island where building space is much more restricted, or an outpost? You only build to produce one or two specific resources. That's where Anno 1.17's building and good effects come into play. If you want to increase a settlement's workforce efficiently, make sure to supply its people with goods and services that increase the population attribute of the island, and keep stacking those on a dense residential neighborhood. In this way, only a few structures can provide a massive boost to an island's overall population, and thereby bolster its workforce without becoming another sprawling metropolis that demands your attention all the time. Remember that you don't have to produce goods boosting a certain attribute locally, since you can always schedule regular shipments as part of a trade route. This helps you save workforce at your smaller outposts for the resources you actually want to produce there. The same principle applies to earning money, improving your research, and even bolstering your reputation with the gods. If you need to increase your revenues, provide a dense residential area with goods and services that boost the income attribute. For research, raise the knowledge attribute. And for street cred with the divine, stack the faith attribute. It all comes down to placing those critical buildings in the right spot to maximize their coverage. Naturally, it's difficult to accommodate all attributes in every settlement, so focus on specializing each of your residential islands on about 2 of these. That'll make it much easier to find good building placements and city layouts. Certain technologies or gods also impact the effects provided by buildings and goods. Setting Ceres, the goddess of fertility and agriculture, as your patron deity, for example, allows you to boost the population provided by each of your residences. Let me know in the comments if there's any other part of the game you'd like to see a step-by-step guide for.